Hi, so today is Friday, March 22nd. My days are getting kind of blurry here. So I just want to start by saying in the last video, I asked for prayer that Tom would be taken quickly to heaven, that his spirit would be set free from his aching body. And that has been answered. So I am so relieved, and a weight has been lifted off of me, and I'm so happy for Tom that he now is with his loved ones that have passed, and that I will be able to see him when it's my time. And so I know people probably have questions. It actually happened last night around 8 p.m. I did want to do this video much earlier, but there's just so much that has to go on after an event like that. So there was a lot of like administrative things that I had to do in terms of getting arrangements started and paperwork signed. And then today there was discussions with family and friends about possibly having a viewing and what that all, the different options of that, and where and when and who and how. And so finally we've gotten down to where, to keep costs down, just going to have a family viewing where they allow up to 5 members of the family, immediate family, to just have a 10-minute viewing of Tom's body. And that will be in the chapel of the funeral home here in Bullhead City. And so that actually is included in their just generic service that they do. So anything that is more than 5 people and more than 10 minutes, it would cost about like $2,000 to $3,000, depending on all the options that you want to do. So and since we are planning to do a celebration of life event in California, where Tom and I grew up, and have a lot of family and friends still. So that will be happening sometime next month. So I figure for those who really want to get together and kind of reminisce and support each other through the mourning process and stuff, then that can probably be easier, since most people live in Southern California. And for me and for Tom, because we've been through this with my mom and dad and some other friends, that we don't feel like it's important to have our body viewed. So he didn't feel strongly about having a viewing, but because some family members couldn't see him before he passed away, we're just allowing them to have some closure. And so that's the plans, I guess, for this coming few days. Families, I had some friends come out yesterday already, and then today we had one more friend come into town, and then we'll have, I'm trying to keep track of everything up, Tom's sister and parents come out until Monday, and then and then we have some extended family coming out on Sunday, I believe. So so if anyone else was planning to come visit, probably next weekend, if you're like having to do weekends, would be better. But if you can do during the week, that would be great too, because I'm not planning to go back to work for probably a couple weeks at least. So let's see, what else do I want to, because I've gotten a lot of texts today. Thank you for all your well wishes, and I did reach out to close friends and of course family when it actually happened last night, and this morning continued to contact people that have been close to Tom recently. So, and I've been really busy with that. So I want to thank you for your patience with me. For those who I haven't replied to yet, just know that I try to read some of the text messages, and sometimes I'll just reply real quick with a thanks and love you, and some others I feel like, okay, well, I want to call them, or I want to reply to them with a little bit more what's the right word, reply with more of a longer answer. So I might be holding off for that reason. So if you don't hear from me and you need to, then please call me again or text me again, and let me know that you really need to talk to me or whatever. Then I will make a point to call you, or at least text you as soon as I see the message and have time. So I am going to be, so last night some people were concerned that it's like, oh no, so I don't want you to be alone. And so I'm not, because my friend Nikki spent the night with me last night, because I was not afraid of being alone, because there's been enough times where Tom was in the hospital and I was alone in the RV with not even the dogs at the time too. So but just was afraid that I might have a weird dream, or I don't know, some supernatural experience, and just wanted to be able to share it with somebody, But nothing happened, so I'm feeling okay, and she's still in town, staying at a hotel, and Ryan and Rob are in town now and staying at a hotel too, and they offered, to stay longer with me, but I said, I'm okay, and let me just have some space, and I can call them, if I suddenly get freaked out or something. So I'm just kind of easing back into life here and trying to actually organize my house, because it never was fully organized from our move in last month. So some people are planning on coming in the weeks to come, because they realize I have enough people now. My home is small, and I can't handle having too many people around all at once anyway. So I kind of tend to shy away from being in crowds. One, because my hearing problem, so I can't understand things when there's too much background noise. So anyway, so I wanted to share with you here Tom's favorite shirt. I placed it here on the couch. So as you can see, it says in Hawaiian and in English. God is love. And so that is what is keeping me strong, is knowing that that my that God's love for me and Tom is stronger than anything, and that He is in a good place, and I will be in that place before I know it. And that's really, I guess, all there is to life. Really, everything else is just extra, and we, stress out about all these little details, but really, in the big picture of things, it doesn't really matter. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. I'm, at least right now, I'm doing okay in letting go of Tom's stuff, because it's just stuff. I want to keep like some things as mementos, but so I've started to like give friends like his clothes, because what am I going to do with his clothes except donate it to a thrift store? So might as well give it to friends who know him and that could use it. If it's not them, then maybe their kids could wear his shirts or whatever. So and wanted to mention that so for those of you who are not on Facebook, a friend of mine, Christina, who I want to thank so much for being there for me on the phone too, has posted on Facebook this information, and a lot of people through Facebook and texting have offered to help, to donate, to help to pay for funeral expenses and everything that comes along with a loss of a spouse. So I have a PayPal account that you can send money to if you like. And I guess I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. And we did have a GoFundMe account, but I think with PayPal you can avoid any fees if you just use your bank account and not your credit card. And make sure you choose the friend and family option, not the business option. Where the GoFundMe, I don't think there's any way to get around their fee. So just let you know you have that option if you want. But I'm grateful for anything. I mean, just for time that people are willing to spend with me in person to help me with just like the daily things in life, and or being there to talk to me if I need to talk to someone, like trying to keep me on track with like I'm gonna have to get like accounts updated and or closed, or contacting like Social Security and government agencies to update my status and all that stuff, and filing taxes, and so I've got a checklist from the funeral home that I got today. So I've been through this with my mom before, so it's not like totally scary to me. It's just different when it's your spouse. So and I have a couple of friends who've gone through this with their parents. So I'm hoping that I can call on them when I feel like I need someone to be like holding my hand through this. So, because I know Tom was really concerned about that, because he was like always the leader in our family, and was always like the one taking action, and so I hope that he's looking down on me and is proud of me and happy and not worried about me. So that is it for now, and I'm glad I didn't have to do a day 2 of hospice because that was like day 1 was pretty hard. And I'm thankful for all the medical staff and people that helped us through the hospice process. So far, it's been good, and I gotta deal with talking to his medical staff and letting them know that he passed. So I'm not looking forward to that because I know they're gonna ask questions and stuff. So that's probably where it's gonna get hard. So that'll be next week after the viewing's over, and so I'm gonna get ready for bed now, and I will talk to you guys soon. I'm thinking maybe I'll continue to do some more video updates daily so that I can answer people's questions in this form, so that way I'm not having to like field like 20 texts and calls. I just feel like, oh my gosh, overwhelming. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and if you don't get a video from me tomorrow, don't worry. I mean, if you want to like reach out to me and just check on me, yeah. But there's going to be people here, so, and I might not have time, once they get here and stuff, because I'm sure I'm going to be busy talking and doing stuff with them. So, but I'm hoping at least before bedtime I can. So, okay.